From the Tennessee Valley Weather Center, this is your evening weather update.
Heat advisory continues across all of the area, southern middle Tennessee, northwest Alabama, northeast Mississippi. This is going to keep getting reissued through Friday at least before the heat backs off going into the weekend. Heat index values today have been as high as the 103 to 108 range. Things are going to only crank up as we head through our Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Air temperature daytime highs are going to be in the upper 90s to the lower 100s across the area the next few days. So we're going to be hot out there. Nothing we haven't seen before by any stretch of the imagination, but that doesn't make it any less strenuous on your body just because we've seen it before. Mostly sunny skies out there on the Arctic Air Skycam network as we get ready to head out of the late afternoon into the evening hours. Just a few of those puffy fair weather cumulus clouds out there. It's going to be like this the next few days. We do have some rain chances on the board, but they're very isolated, and they're not until the weekend. No big weather systems out there on the satellite and radar composite. Just a few puffy clouds coming through the area. It's going to be that way for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Meanwhile, here's your hourly forecast breakdown for tonight. Mostly clear skies out there, coming out of the 90s into the 80s after sunset, and then into the low to mid 70s for your morning lows. And then we warm quickly once again back into the mid to upper 90s, if not the lower 100s in a few spots, especially over northwest Alabama. Heat index values. And what the heat index is simply, it's just a way for us to give you an easy to understand way of showing how much stress the heat will put on your body based on whether the humidity in the atmosphere will allow your sweat to evaporate and cool you off or not. The higher that is, the less cooling you get from sweat because of the moisture in the air. And those heat index values near or over 105 the next few days. Honestly, all the way into Saturday it looks like. But daytime highs, even air temperature highs, very near 100 the next few afternoons. But we do have some relief on the way later into the weekend. And rain chances will increase a little bit into the weekend, Saturday and Sunday as well. But a few isolated showers and thunderstorms around, but no big rain chances for the next 7 days. We have this big ridge of high pressure over the central United States affecting our weather as well. Jet stream way up to the north into the northern United States and Canada. Any deep Gulf moisture is suppressed to the south for the next few days, so that means hot temperatures around here, upper 90s, lower 100s. Heat index values to 103 to 106 plus all the way through Friday and Saturday. And the widespread wet weather stays down near the Gulf Coast, but there will be some isolated showers and thunderstorms around over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. We're watching the tropics very carefully. That's flared up the past few days. We still have Franklin on the board in the Caribbean, not looking as healthy today. We also had Tropical Storm Harold developing in Western Gulf earlier this morning, and that made landfall in Texas during the late morning and the midday hours. Here's the latest on what's now weakened down to Tropical Depression Harold here, moving toward the Big Bend of Texas, moving west-northwest at 21. Maximum sustained winds are now down to 35 miles per hour. Since it's on land and it has those friction effects, that will continue to weaken into a remnant low as it heads there into the mountains in northern Mexico. We still have Tropical Storm Franklin on the board. It's weakened a bit because of some wind shear and other factors in the Caribbean. Moving northwest now at 7 miles an hour. That will cross Hispaniola tonight into tomorrow and then move out into the open Atlantic. No threat to the United States, but it may intensify into a low-wind hurricane as it moves north in the western Atlantic as we head late into the weekend. And then there are a few other systems we're watching out into the open Atlantic. These look to curve northward if they do indeed develop. We'll watch that carefully. No imminent threats beyond what we had with Harold. No imminent threats to the United States and northern Gulf Coast here for at least the next 7 days. We'll watch it carefully for you as we are heading into the heart of the Atlantic hurricane season here over the next few weeks. Hot conditions out there, mostly sunny to partly cloudy over southern middle Tennessee. For Wednesday, daytime highs into the upper 90s. However, like you see in Savannah over there, a few locations running very close to the triple digits, and that's not heat index. That's daytime air temperature highs. More the same in northwest Alabama, upper 90s, if not briefly hitting the lower 100s. Mostly sunny and hot conditions here as well. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. Staying dry through Friday. A few isolated showers and thunderstorms possible over the weekend, but no widespread rain there. Upper 90s to near 100 over the next few days. And then we start ticking back to the mid to upper 80s as we get ready to head out of the weekend into the first part of next week. Some relief from the heat on the way. We just have to hold on for a few days longer. There's a look at your latest 7-day forecast. I'll be back at 9 o'clock with another check of your local weather.